Let's be honest. Most people will work their whole lives and never actually build wealth. And I'm not talking about the people making minimum wage. I'm talking about people making good money, 6 figures even, who somehow still end up broke at the end of every single month. I've seen it over and over. People with great jobs, new cars, and expensive vacations. But there's nothing to show for it. And here's the crazy part. It's not because they're bad with money. It's because they never learned how to use money to build wealth. So in this video, I want to break down why most people never build real wealth, even with a good salary, and what they should be doing instead. Because let's face it, it's not about how much you earn. It's about how much of that income actually turns into freedom. And I learned this the hard way. The high income trap. So when I started making real money for the first time, I thought I had made it. Good job, good paycheck, life felt easy. But here's what I didn't realize. Income doesn't automatically equal wealth. I was spending almost everything I earned. Dinners, gadgets, trips, and still convincing myself I was doing fine. Then one day I looked at my accounts and thought, well, how do I make this much and still feel broke? That's the first trap, the high income illusion. You start earning more, so you start spending more. You buy comfort before freedom, and wealthy people do the exact opposite. They use the first big jumps in income to buy time and also opportunity, not luxury. And if you don't make that shift early, your lifestyle grows way faster than your net worth. So here's the deal. They don't have a system. Most people never build wealth because they rely on good intentions instead of systems. They mean to save, or they plan to invest, but they do it manually when they feel ready. That's a recipe for failure. The money disappears before it ever gets invested. And when I say I finally automated everything, either it be transfers, investments, savings, goals, that's when things changed. I treated investing like a bill. The money left my account every month before I had a chance to even touch it. So if your money plan depends on you remembering or feeling motivated, it won't work. You need automation, not willpower. Another reason people stay stuck. They rely on earned income forever. They work hard, but they never build leverage. I used to think the only way to make more money was to work harder. I mean, it's a simple thought. That mindset kept me for years. Real wealth comes from leverage. And I'm gonna say that again. Real wealth comes from leverage. Investments that grow without your time. For me, that was real estate and index funds. My first rental property didn't make me rich overnight, but it started compounding my entire effort. While I was working, it was working too. And even now, my portfolio is split between assets that grow quietly in the background and projects that I actively build. That's true leverage. Your effort multiplied through systems and assets, not just hours worked. And if your only source of income is your job, you're one bad boss or layoff away from starting over. So get serious. Look, social media ruined a lot of people's relationship with money. Everyone wants to look successful before they actually are. I've seen people finance Teslas and luxury vacations while renting apartments they can barely afford. And here's the real truth. Nobody cares what car you drive. And I'm serious. But 5 years from now, you'll care that you invested that money instead of leasing a lifestyle. And when I first bought my first rental, it wasn't flashy. It needed work. It wasn't in the Instagram neighborhood, but that property added equity and cash flow every single month. Meanwhile, you have people I knew that were spending that same money on upgrades they didn't need. And seriously, building wealth is quiet at first. It's spreadsheets, habits, and delayed gratification. But that's what gives you options later. And the other thing, they don't know their numbers. The biggest difference I've seen between people who get rich and people who don't is awareness. Most people have no idea how much they spend or save or even invest. They think they're doing okay, But they couldn't tell you their net worth if you asked. Go try it out yourself. Go ask a friend, a family, or someone in your network and ask them, what is your net worth? If they can't tell you, then they're in this camp. So here's the deal. I track mine religiously because what you measure grows. I know exactly how much of my income goes into investing, how much builds equity, how much sits in cash. And I'll tell you, it's not about obsession, it's about clarity. If you don't know your numbers, you can't improve them. Wealth doesn't just happen. It's tracked, it's built, and it's also measured over time. So here's a real reason most people never build wealth. They confuse activity with progress. They work hard, make good money, but never build systems, leverage, or even discipline. And the truth, you can earn $60K a year and still build wealth if you have structure. Or you can earn $200K, $300K, doesn't really matter, and stay broke if you don't. If you want to see how I turn my income into actual wealth, watch my video, how I made my first $1 million with no excuses. That one breaks down the full roadmap I wish I had earlier. Don't just make money, build wealth. And subscribe if you're ready to stop playing the income game and start really building real, true freedom.